Of the game. Didn't play sharp all the time offensively, but the ball was moving. And the most important thing was just our you could see it in our effort and energy on the defensive end. Extremely active. One of the more active games from the beginning to the end that we've had in a long time. So we move on. It's been we can't dwell on this. It's a step in the right direction, and now we have to continue to build these habits and remember that pain. I won't forget the pain of the other night in the third quarter, and I don't want our guys to forget that either.
Erik, LeBron had a big first half. Dwayne sort of got it going in the second half. There were times when you had one on the court and the other one sitting. Was that sort of by design in terms of sort of juggling those guys to keep one of them out there fresh?
I'm still trying to work that rotation. And so I've changed it a little bit slightly the last two games. And it's given us a little bit of a different dynamic, able to keep two of the three on the floor, for the most part of the game. There's still some segments where it's not possible unless they play over 40 minutes. But they were both very active. That set the tone, the starting group with their activity. And even some of the deflections or possible steals, missed layups, all of that we took in stride because we were working the game in the correct way and able to get the result at the same time. But the process was good. We were really getting after it.
Erik, even though I know the basis for everything you pretty much do is defense, the fact that you were over 100 tonight for the first time in 7 games, how positive a step is that for you going forward?
We want to really play at a quicker tempo, particularly off of misses. And so that was a point of emphasis. Actually, it's been a point of emphasis, but we're really trying to drive that home. We do not want to jog the ball up, much less walk the ball up. We want to get it up the court, take advantage of those opportunities before defenses get set. And I think our energy and willingness to sacrifice run was good tonight. And guys are getting out ahead of the ball. That opens up the floor.
Erik, I noticed Eddie House didn't play. Is he injured, or
no,
is that just a
and
rotation?
that wasn't by design. Again, I've tweaked the rotation a little bit, but I had every meaning to play him. When Dwayne went out in the first quarter, it changed it slightly, and then I just never got around to it. So that's a tough situation, and he was very, very professional about it.
Erik, there was a bit of feistiness out there tonight, some physical play, some altercations or near altercations. What was your viewpoint of that?
I think it's great. Yeah, I mean, we don't want guys getting thrown out of the game, but I think this was a direct residual of the weekend, and guys getting tired of it. And we know we really have to get more physical, particularly under the glass. And I thought everybody was very good with their mindset and attitude coming into the game. I like it when we come in with a chip on our shoulder.
For the second game in a row, Mario played more than 20 minutes. Is that the tweak you're talking about?
Yeah,
what do you see
that's
there?
one of them. I'm trying to keep our point guards out there with Dwayne and LeBron, get them up the court and in attacking positions, particularly before the defense is set. So, he played solid tonight. I didn't see any reason to take him out there in the fourth quarter, and we'll see. He's progressing. The biggest thing I see is physically he looks right, and so I think with more time he'll gain more confidence. But it's not like 3 weeks ago where he still had a little bit of a limp. So he gave us good minutes. He needs to continue to plug away. It could be different the next game, but he's working his way into the rotation.
Erik, you got quite a bit of production from Damp here when you went Damp at the 5 and Bosch at the 4. Is that something we probably will see more of as the season goes?
Yeah. The more comfortable he gets, I think the more confident we'll get in him. But he gives us something we clearly need. He's big. He's rugged. He's tough. He gives us that size under the rim, and he's a very good rebounder. Even the ones that he wasn't able to get, he was able to tip and keep it alive. And so I think this was a good experience for him tonight. I think he's he felt more comfortable, and I think hopefully that'll happen with each game.
Erik, did James play today? Anything come out of the meeting you had with him that you saw in tonight's performance?
No, not really. I mean, this wasn't a coming of ages meeting. Really, we're just talking about some things to get him comfortable offensively, and that's going to be a process too. I can't take that for granted. I had an idea of things that I thought might work with this group, but our flow and our balance does need to get better. The one thing we definitely want to do is pick up the tempo and get some of those opportunities in transition. But I want his input. I want Dwayne's input. I want Chris's input because these are big components we're trying to put into the mix. And I think we clearly, hopefully we're moving in the right direction, but we do have some things to improve on offensively.
Erik, Dwayne's jumper wasn't there again for much of the first half, and then that 5 or 6 minute stretch in the third, he just seemed like every touch he was attacking. Was that an urged switch, or was that just an adjustment he made himself?
I think that was an adjustment he made. And that's the way we ultimately want to get to, is where our guys are reading the flow of the game. And it might be a different guy. During a certain segment of the game, LeBron was able to be aggressive in the first half. Then we saw an opportunity for Dwayne to really get to the basket. His pull-up jump shot looked really familiar to years past, just his rhythm on it. And the more we get to this balance, and we use that word a lot, that we have to find the balance, and it's not always going to happen naturally. We have to continue to work this until we all feel comfortable. Okay.